Okay, what's today's conversation about? Today, we're just thanking God. You know, I thank God for everything He has done, everything He's yet to do, everything He will do. About God, is a God indeed, guys. I think it was like 2017. It was like a couple of weeks after my birthday, and my birthday is in February, by the way. And I was going to work. It's a new job I started in like January of that year. And of course, like, it was a startup company, and I had like, oh my god, I had my Canon camera, I had my, MacBook, I had money in my purse, all my ATMs, and yeah, early morning, you know how it is. I was living in Ikeja, work is in Ikoyi, so you have to leave as early as 5:36, early bird. So that particular day, for some reason, I called my cab guy. So I was having issues with Uber at the time. The reasons is it's a long story why, basically. So I call like a regular cab guy every morning, and he just wasn't picking his phone that day. And then when I did, when he eventually did pick, he then said that he couldn't make it, and that he would come like maybe 30 minutes after. And I knew that if he came 30 minutes after, that meant two things: I was gonna get to work late, and I couldn't afford that. So I said, fuck it. And then what did I do? I just basically got out on the streets. I walked to Ikeja bus stop, just opposite the airport hotel, and I got on the bus. When I got on the bus, see, darling, you know what I'm trying to say? Someone just put like his hand over my neck. Kilo shele. Hey, kila hand over neck. I knew in that moment, like, yeah, shit is about to go down. I started praying in my heart. I was so calm. See, that's the calmest I've ever been. In fact, I knew in that moment, I knew that I wasn't going to die that day. And then they're like, pass everything you have, what's your password? And then I was doing everything, respecting myself. It was just me in front. I sat in the front row. And there's a lady beside me. And then the driver, and then there's a guy in front. And then there were two guys at the back. And then there was the conductor beside me. And then they just kept on asking. I passed everything. And then they're like, what's the password to this other ATM? And I told them. And then they were hitting me. I'm like, as they were hitting me, like, he literally hit in my face. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I said, why now? Why are you hitting me? Like, I've been complying and doing everything you want. Do you understand? I said, I beg no vex, my mommy. We just want 60,000 naira. I was so irritated. I'm like, Then told us to sit down on the floor of the bus. So we sat down on the floor of the bus, me and the girl. So apparently, the girl and I are victims. They said that, that we should thank our stars. They're not taking us too far. That they're going to drop us, but they're going to put aboliki in our eyes. Aboliki is some type of ventilator. It's really peppery. And I've heard this gist before, right? And then so I just kept on praying in my heart, and I was so at peace. I was so at peace with myself. It was so beautiful. I've never felt that much peace. The peace I felt that day, I cannot particularly explain it. It was just peace beyond understanding. So unfortunately, that morning, I need to state this, I just woke up thanking God, praying, just giving praise to God and everything. Oh, mashallah, once in a while like that. And then, but the thing was, when I left the house, I was wired in. And so the thing about the Holy Spirit is silence is key. And you need to constantly seek Him and constantly understand. But then I was wired in, listening to, Faji music early morning, going to work, vibing, Lagos girl and all those things. So I probably would have noticed or heard, like, don't get on that bus. You know what I'm trying to say? However, this happened to me. This is my experience. And I'm grateful regardless. The shah dropped me at Customs Road. It wasn't too far from my side. They put aboliki in eyes. I closed my eyes really tightly. And then, when they pushed us out, I was literally blinded. So they pushed us out blindly. And I was just there, my eyes were closed. And then I had to wait for, the aboliki to wear off, and then water started coming out of my eyes. And then I was just like, what just happened? And of course, they left 15 naira for me. And then I just got on a keke, and I remember telling the keke that I just got robbed, and the keke was charging me 200 that should be ordinarily, 100 naira to my space. I shout, okay, let's take me. And then, I go back to the house, collected money from those in the house, and then gave the driver. What am I trying to say? In that time, I heard stories of how when things like that happen, they take them away and they never come back. They rape these girls, they kill them, they ask for ransom from their parents. A lot of crazy things happen. This happened to me, and I'm alive. And a lot of crazy things are constantly happening to all of us. But like, we forget to remember when all those other things happened and how we came out of it. And I would tell you for free, guy, like, in that situation or in those situations or in that particular situation, I remember being so mad at God. I was upset. I was like, why is this happening to me? I thought I was very special. I thought I was important. I wasn't. Everyone is important and special. You know what I'm trying to say? Anything can happen to anybody, and we have to be ready for these trials and tribulations and handle them with grace, hard as they may be. And they are really hard. They are usually really hard. But like, you have to constantly remember this too shall pass, because it always does. And it did pass. I'm trying to say, because it took a while. I was off work for a couple of days. I remember moving to a friend's place. I couldn't stay in my space. I was literally paranoid. I got over it. What was God trying to remind me of then? I needed to draw closer to him. I needed to be with him more. I needed to talk to him more. And that's how life happens over and over again. It's a circle. Different things that happen. We just have to keep praying. It's not the one that will take our lives. They'll give us terminal illnesses. There are people that take drugs every day. There are people that basically go through life every day. We're here. We're chilling. We're just basically here living life. We don't understand the grace. We don't understand how important life is. We don't understand the awesomeness, the beautiful things God is doing in the background. We don't know the value of being alive. So yeah, stay grateful. Share your testimonies. I should have probably shared this long before now. I did to a few friends. I tell the story once in a while. Like, this actually happened to me. Oh, yo, you know what I'm trying to say. And in those situations, you just feel sorry for those people. Fast forward to 2 weeks after, I go on the same bus, but this time was in the afternoon or evening. I think I was going back home this time, and I saw the same conductor, and he was looking at me. I think he recognized me. And he was panicking, and I was just looking at him. But I wanted to like cuss around, but like, what's the point? And the guy was looking more shattered than the last time, or when the first time I saw him. So, can you imagine? All of us got deal right, yeah. Happy Monday.